Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I just first of all want to start off by saying a big thank you to Margie and Tim, who both bought me a coffee quite recently on the Ko-fi website. So thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. If any of you out there fancy buying me a coffee, the link is in the description below. I am always really grateful, so thank you. And on with the video. So today's video is about a new addition to my collection, one I've been after for a little while, and it's called Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming. So this is an eau de parfum, and I'm always mixing up Absolutely Blooming with Blooming Bouquet. Problem is they've put the word blooming in both of them, so it's very easy to do. Blooming Bouquet is an EDT, and therefore it comes in a rectangular, a taller bottle. Because this is an EDP, it's in this more squat bottle. So if that helps anyone out there, I hope it does. So I researched both quite a lot over a period of time, and I knew that the Absolutely Blooming was going to be the one I was certainly going to like the most. And I think I've tried it in a duty-free shop in an airport once several years ago, but I couldn't really remember what I thought of it. So I just knew with my recent, over the last 6 months or so, my interest in the Miss Dior line has been quite big, and I knew that I really wanted to get one of these in my collection. And I found this one on eBay for a very good price. It's a 100ml bottle, so it's a nice big bottle, and I love these bottles so much. Here comes the cat. And I got it for about £40, £40. Do you want to see the cat? Come on in, sweetie. There she is. Look at everybody. Oh, smile, sweetie. So I got it for a bargain price. I've been stalking various bottles on eBay. They don't usually go super cheap. This one went a bit cheaper because the auction ended in the middle of a weekday. And a tip for you, if you don't know anything about eBay, is things don't sell well. Things don't sell for the best price if they end at unusual times. So if something's ending in the middle of the day on a weekday, or really late at night, or really early in the morning, you're going to get it for a better price than if it ends at dinner time, or a more normal time of the day when people are more likely to be on the website looking at stuff. So I got it for a good price. Decided to take the plunge, wanted it for a while. Here it is. I'll show you it again. I'm very happy. I'm happy that it's genuine. It's got all the right details. It's got the CD on the lid. It's got the CD on the atomizer. It's got the writing behind the label that says Christian Dior. This one's a tester, and it must, I didn't check, but yes, it does have the batch code. It's in the center on the glass. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but there's a batch code there, and I think it says 6V03. So I'm happy that that's genuine, and let's talk about it. So what happened was, when I pressed and paid for it, I thought actually I might go and try and smell it in Boots, because I was going to the supermarket and there's a Boots shop which has perfumes, and I went in. It took me a while to get a sales assistant to help me, but they did open the cabinet and spray that for me, as well as the Blooming Bouquet. I got her to do both, and walked out of Boots and then took my mask down to smell them, and I absolutely loved the one that I've got more than the EDT Blooming Bouquet. So Blooming Bouquet is much fresher, brighter floral, a little bit too floral for my liking, which I was expecting. very elegant, very nice floral fragrance. It smells more like a bouquet of different flowers, whereas Blooming Bouquet is more about rose. There's rose and peony in Blooming Bouquet, but it's a deeper fragrance. It's not as bright and fresh. And yeah, so I was really happy. On the strips that I got, the paper strips, the dry down was really pretty on Absolutely Blooming. Almost smelled a little bit like a raspberry lemonade fizzy sherbet fragrance with a clean musk. That was on the paper. I don't get that on my skin though. So I have just sprayed it on my skin, and I've worn this a few times now. I sprayed it a few times yesterday and the day before. So I'm getting to know it at the moment. This is not a full review. It's just me waffling on about it. So there's rose and peony. They are the floral notes. There's blackcurrant. I think there's raspberry. There's pimento pepper or pink pepper. There's a pepper. I think it's pink pepper. There's pink pepper, raspberry, blackcurrant. What else? The base note is white musk, and you do get a really lovely muskiness from it once it's had a little time to settle on the skin. But the top is a fruity floral for sure. It's very much, it's a bit syrupy. So it's almost like a fruit syrup. So it's not really like smelling natural fruits, you know, not like real fruits you've picked from nature. It is a perfumer's interpretation for sure. Or almost like if you had sweets that were flavoured with raspberries and blackcurrants. It's that kind of fruit note. So don't expect anything that's really, really natural smelling. It's more syrupy. It's like a syrup that's made with those flavours. So you've got the fruity syrup, you've got this floral, rose and peony. I don't know peony too well. I still don't completely understand when I'm smelling peony, but I understand that it does smell a little bit like a rose anyway. So I smell a rosy fragrance, but this is weird. I had it on my hand and I was laying in bed and my hand was here or something. And I caught a whiff of it and I said to myself, what's that? It's really familiar. That's something I know. And it took me a while, and it took a few more times. The same thing happened. I kept smelling something and thinking, I know that fragrance really well. What is it? And this is weird. It doesn't make any sense. But it is reminding me of Guerlain Souffle De Parfum, the original Souffle De Parfum, not the Incence. It's got that same sort of musky feel, and it starts to make me question if there's any orange blossom in here, because Souffle De Parfum is an orange blossom musky type fragrance. But this really reminds me of it. I'm sure if we put them side by side, there would be clear differences, and it would be more clear that they're not the same. But just catching whiffs of it here and there, I'm thinking that's what I used to call it, Souffle De Parfum, because I didn't know that it's actually Souffle De Parfum. There's souffle and souffle is a slight difference in the way they're spelled. It might just be a some sort of punctuation point, but souffle, can't remember what it means now. Can't remember. No, doesn't matter. Anyway, it does remind me of Souffle De Parfum. I can't explain why, because Souffle De Parfum is much more about orange blossom and this is more about rose. But if there's a bit of orange blossom in here, I would not be surprised, because it does have that, a little hint. To me, it smells like it's more than just rose, and obviously I don't, as I say, I don't really get peony. I don't really understand peony, should I say. But it wouldn't surprise me if there was a bit of orange blossom in here. And they definitely get that very similar muskiness that you get from Souffle De Parfum. It's really, really pretty. Yeah, the muskiness comes through fairly quickly actually, because I'm getting it now. It's really smooth. It's a little fluffy from the musk, but it's very smooth. So it starts off syrupy and then it kind of becomes less syrupy, but very smooth. almost buttery in texture. And it's almost like there might be a hint of vanilla, not much, but there's no vanilla listed, but almost like a tiny hint of something like vanilla that's just giving it a little extra layer to the sweeter parts of it. And it lasts really well, definitely lasts very well on my skin. I don't think it develops a lot once it's gone past the opening notes, got less syrupy and become more musky. It doesn't feel like it does a lot, but I'm very, very early on in my testing stages, so I could change my mind about that. It does feel like there's something white floral in here, or whether it's a jasmine or an orange blossom. It's not a listed note, but it does feel like there is more here than just a rose and a peony note. But it doesn't go screechy and sharp. It's all very, very nicely blended and very, very smooth. Overall, I'm very, very happy with my purchase. So she will be staying. Welcome to the family. Absolutely blooming. Love it. Smile for the thumbnail. Really happy to have her, and I will try and come back with a more thorough review once I know her much better. But for now, that's it. That's me done. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then do give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. I talk about perfumes pretty much all the time, with the occasional random thing thrown in as well. Catch you all later.